Hey, welcome to Off the Hook Outdoors. Thanks for joining me today. Today, my daughter stayed home from school. She's sick. She has a fever, and she has sort of a cold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make her one of her favorite things to eat, and it is broccoli and cheese soup in a bread bowl. So stay with me, and I'll show you how I make it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got some Campbell's broccoli and cheese soup, but I'm going to do it off the hook style. And I'm going to spice it up a little bit. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you how we do this right here. Okay, so basically you need a can of broccoli and cheese Campbell's soup. It don't have to be Campbell's, it could be anything. So we're going to put that in the pot here, the broccoli and cheese soup. Get all the good stuff out of there. And we're going to turn this on low because you don't want it to boil. So we're going to put it on low heat. And you need a can of, I like to use milk. Some people use water, but I like to use milk. I think it's a little more rich to use milk. So I'm going to put a can of milk in with it. And we're just going to let that go. Now while that's cooking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare the bread bowl. Okay, so I went and I got these little quarter loaves of bread. This is Italian bread. You can use sourdough bread, but my daughter likes Italian, so I get the little quarter rolls of Italian bread. So we get that bread out of here. I'll just show you what I do here. I'll get it out of the package here, if I can get it out of the package. It's all stuck together. And there we go. So there's the bread bowl there. Let me move this spoon. I'm going to grab another plate also so I can prepare this. And I'll show you guys exactly what I do. So what I do is I just go down in the bread bowl. I don't know if you can see this. And I just cut out a circle. Pretty decent sized circle to make like a bowl of the bread. So I do that. And then I rip out some of the bread that's inside here. And I keep it on the side because she likes to eat that with her soup. So I take this out here. And that's basically all I do with that. And then just to give it a little kick, I add some cheddar cheese. And I put a little bit of cheddar cheese in the bottom of it. Just like that. Okay, the next I will put the oven on. Bake, I'll put it on 350 for now just to warm the oven up. And you can see that the soup is cooking very slowly. And that's what we want. We don't want to boil this. But we're going to let that get all nice and warm. And then I'm going to add some cheese to this. And a little bit of pepper. And we're just going to let it simmer until it gets hot enough. Okay, so I should have told you guys, I like to use a wooden spoon, not a metal spoon in here. So I'm going to mix this all up. And I'm going to add some of the cheese in here. Give it a little more cheese than it already has. I'm going to melt that in there. But I put about a half a cup of cheese in. And that gives it just a little more kick to it. So, and we'll let that go here for a while. And let that cheese melt and let this get nice and hot. And then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so while that is warming up, I take my bread bowl here with the cheese in it. And I just put it on a tray, a baking tray. And then I grab the pieces of the bread and everything and I just lay them on the baking tray also. Just like that. And then once the oven is warm enough, once it hits 350, I'll put that in the oven for a little bit. And then once I pour the soup in the bowl, I'll show you what else we do after that. Stay with us. Okay, so now it's starting to simmer pretty good. All the cheese is melted in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some freshly ground cracked pepper and put that in here. Drop the lid and mix that all in. And this is almost ready to go, guys. It's very quick and easy when you use canned soup. Sometimes we'll make homemade broccoli and cheese, but we just don't have time. I got to go to work today, and I wanted to do something nice for my daughter and give her what she likes because she's sick today. So this will just sit in here. I'm going to put this on very low. And let me move the camera out of the way here. And I'm going to adjust us for 1 second. And I'm going to open this up, turn the oven light on. I'm going to open this oven up and I'm going to put this bread bowl in here for just about 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, so after about 6 minutes, you're going to want to take your bread bowl out. And it just gets a little bit of a crust on it, just to make it hard. And the bread's getting a little crispy on the sides here. So then what I do is, I take this broccoli and cheese soup and I pour it into the bowl. And I put it up pretty high. Okay, and that's right with that. And then, to top it off, guys, I'll take the cheddar cheese. I'll put some cheddar cheese along the bowl and along the bread. And I will let that melt on there and get all nice and gooey. And then I'll show you how to finish it off once it's done. Now what I'll do though is I'll take it from bake and I'll go to broil. And I'll put it on broil. And that'll help melt that cheese and crisp that cheese up a little bit. So I'm going to put that back in the oven here on the top rack for a few minutes to just let it brown up. Okay guys, so after about 4 or 5 minutes of being in the oven on broil to get that top done, I'm going to shut everything off and we're going to pull this out and I'm going to show you how it looks. There you go guys. And I'm going to plate this up real quick and then I will give you a shot on how that looks. So this is very, very hot. So we want to take our mitts and grab the bowl and set that on the plate. Now we're going to put the bread around it. Just the pieces of bread around it. Set this off on the side here. And then we're going to get some parsley. And we're going to just top it off with parsley, guys. A little bit of parsley. And that's it. Okay, guys. Well, there's the final result. There's the ooey gooey cheese with the bread around it, topped with a little bit of parsley. And that's for my daughter. Hopefully it makes her feel better. Alright, guys. Well, if you like our content, please hit that subscribe button. Share us out. Please make a comment and hit that like button. And we will see ya. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, please hit that off-dock logo and share us out. And thank you for your support.